All right, so yesterday we discussed the future outlook here in sneakers, primarily centered around what Nike's doing over there. And then shortly afterwards, Nike teased the return of a quote unquote grail release, which we should see returning later this year. On top of that, we have a leak, which is rumored to be the sequel to a successful model from Nike as well. So we're gonna be checking out all that stuff here shortly. But to kick things off, we got an adidas YEEZY update here on this wonderful Monday, as it looks like various online retailers overseas, including Foot Patrol, have restocked various YEEZY styles. Now for us over here in the States, if you guys are looking to grab any of these pairs, go ahead and check out Extra Butter and Wise. It looks like they got various styles which have just restocked, including different 500 models, including the recently released 500 Stone Taupe. You have a small size run of the YEEZY Slide Flags. You also got a full size run of the foam runners available in the Onyx colorway, as well as MX Granite, a whole bunch of YEEZY different styles. So go ahead and check them out. They also got the 350 V2 Mono Clay, which is a pair you don't see every day like that. So check out Extra Butter and Why. Now on top of this, I went ahead and found this over on the YEEZY Reddit page as well. So it looks like we could potentially see new styles hitting the outlets, as it looks like according to this screenshot right here, we got the 450 resin, which previously wasn't available in outlets, as well as the 350 V2 Compact. This is the slate red colorway. Again, another pair which we didn't see previously available outlets. Both of these pairs, or all of these styles, are available at 50% off. And as far as these compact slate red joints, they did have a little buzz surrounding the original release, of course, given Ye's history when it comes to red sneakers, the iconic Red Octobers, you guys know that. But I would say they didn't really catch on as like a hit with the mainstream, which is cool because every sneaker doesn't have to be a huge hit with high resale value and everything like that. But I think this is a model that just like sneakerheads appreciated, more of like a cult following, comfortable pair, all red. You guys already know the deal. So be on the lookout potentially, as we could see more YEEZY styles hitting the outlets. I couldn't really find any more information to support this other than this Reddit post, but according to the Reddit poster, he said a reseller pulled up and bought all the bigger sizes, just leaving like the smaller sizes available for everybody else. And for all of you cheapskates who are just sitting around waiting for Adidas to put additional discounts on these various YEEZY styles, we know right now there's a whole bunch of different YEEZYs which are just like sitting right now on the confirmed app collecting dust with that full retail. And many people are speculating, you know, Adidas could potentially drop the prices on those pairs as well. Well, it looks like we got some evidence that you guys may not have to wait too much longer, as it looks like various images have been shared from the Adidas app India, which it looks like those styles have been discounted now. So we have the 700 V1 Salt. These joints right now, I want to say, are available right now on Adidas Confirmed. They did drop with a 50% off discount. On top of that, we got those 500 utility sand boots right there. Them joints are really nice. They just debuted actually this year after being unreleased for so long. That's a really nice pair, but with that $300 price tag, I think this pair would be a lot more enticing, you know, with that 50% off. We also got the knit runners, which it looks like we got various different colorways sitting right now. That would be really nice to grab those at 50% off. And then I think the pair that people would most be excited about, we got the desert boots, which I want to say these Salt pair right now, they're sitting in a full size run, originally retailing at 200 bucks. I think coming in at $100, that deal would be so enticing. It would be such a great deal that, you know, a lot of people really couldn't pass up on. So, you know, in the sneaker game, everybody's always talking about buy now before the price goes up. And I think this is one of those rare occasions where it actually paid off to be patient. But the only thing I could say, you know, I definitely have sympathy. I feel bad for the people that just like a week or a couple of days ago bought these various styles at full price now for Adidas to potentially be discounting them at 50% off. So again, these images come from overseas. This is actually from the Adidas app India. I know other regions are getting these 50% off discounts, so I feel like it's only a matter of time, you know, for us to enjoy these discounts over here in the States. So of course, guys, stay tuned for more updates on everything Adidas YEEZY. All right, and switching gears over to Nike. Yesterday, we discussed all of the things that Nike's doing wrong, well, at least here in the eyes of sneakerheads. And apparently, Nike's solution to all of their problems is to continue to retro classic releases. As yesterday, they teased the return of a sneaker rich in history, a lot of lore, in the Wu-Tang Dunk High. These joints originally dropped back in '99, and while there's a lot of history and storytelling surrounding this release, we'll just say that these were limited to just roughly 100 pairs for friends and family only. And given Wu-Tang's popularity back then, the limited availability of this sneaker, you already already know this was a very desirable, highly collectible sneaker. So with Nike bringing these out the vault, it got resellers saying that no grail is safe. Right now we got rumors the undefeated 4s are coming back. On top of that, Nike could potentially be retroing the Off-White 10 collection. So I think they are just about right. Now for me, I'm not mad at Nike bringing back these classics. I think it's a cool way to like pass on the storytelling, and at the same time, a lot of nostalgia for people that like grew up on those type of releases or whatever like that. So as far as this Wu-Tang pair though, I would have to say that I feel like these aren't gonna have the big impact that Nike executives are banking on them to have. For me, I kind of compare this release to almost like those Terror Squad Air Force Ones, which Nike probably, if they would have dropped these like 10 years ago, these would have went crazy. But now in today's climate, I feel like the kids could really care less about these. And even some of the old heads like me, myself, I'm an old head, and I never grew up on like Dunk Highs or anything like that. So for me, I could really care less about these. Now, I know a lot of people, you know, for them, this is a grail sneaker and everything like that. So for you guys, I'm happy, and I'm not mad for Nike bringing back these classics. So for those people that are shocked that they're bringing these back, it's pretty much the same old thing Nike's been doing, rinse and repeat. Bring back classic models out the past, nostalgia, storytelling, all that. So it's cool as long as they double down on their innovation. But in my opinion, I feel like Nike executives think that this release is gonna have a huge impact. And for me, I compare these to like the Terror Squad Air Force One, something that'll be talked about upon the release, but then months afterwards will just be forgotten and people will move on to the next pair. So of course, I know it's a safe bet for these brands to put out a release that's already a guaranteed hit like that and everything. But for me personally, I get a lot more excited to see the new stuff, the innovation that they're bringing to the table. And apparently you're looking at what is rumored to be the Nike Ja 2, the follow-up to the successful Ja 1. So let me know what you guys think about these early looks, which we really can't tell too much about what's going on. So before we reserve judgment, let's just keep things a little bit optimistic. Now, as far as the Ja 1, I want to say those did debut like what, 2 years ago, and it was a pretty simple design, not a bad looking shoe at all. But I think what really catapulted, you know, that model to success was a combination of Ja Morant's on the court play, a little bit of his off the court antics. I think it all kind of came together to deliver a successful model for Nike. But then of course things were derailed with the suspension, the injuries and everything like that. Nike's been riding the wave of the Ja 1 for a couple of years now, and you could even say at one point people were saying that Ja Morant was going to be the new future face of the league. But I would say after the injuries and everything like that, it seems like he's kind of taking a back seat to Anthony Edwards, who by the way is having a lot of success with his AE1 model. So I feel like a lot is riding on these Ja 2s, especially given Ja's big comeback. So what I'm hoping to see is that Nike debuts this model. Ja Morant has a great season, and we continue to see the Ja line, you know, continue to flourish. So for now, let's reserve our judgment. But I would say so far what we're seeing with the upper, at least right here, these joints are looking pretty decent, I would have to say, as far as a basketball model. But again, this is just a rumored leak, so we'll have to wait and get some more concrete information on that. But let me know what you guys think about the early looks so far. What do y'all think about Ja Morant? Do y'all think he's gonna have a big comeback? What were your thoughts on the Ja 1? And do you think they could potentially top those here with the Ja 2? So let me know what y'all think about all the topics covered today. We're gonna wrap things up. Let me know if you guys grabbed any of those Yeezys, and are you looking forward to additional discounts? Also, if any of you guys have local Adidas outlets in your area, just be sure to check, as we could potentially see more styles hitting those outlets with that good old 50% off. So we're done for the day, y'all. Salute to everybody. If y'all enjoyed today's video, help support the channel by hitting that like button. I'm JA. Make sure y'all stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow. I'm out. Love.